Okay, welcome back to the channel. So, interesting video. Don't be intimidated too much by the length. The bulk of the content is going to be in the first 5 to 10 minutes. So, I want to first give a little bit of credit to the opponent, Nick's Tape. He played extremely well, and there's only been twice in the entire time I've been playing that I felt like I couldn't really figure out the opponent. So this is one of the guys. He was playing 2-3 zone, and his offense wasn't really spectacular. It was mainly the zone that was causing me some problems. But to give him credit, the way he played it was very unique, and I couldn't get him out of the zone all game long. So basically what he was doing is he was putting he was user controlling and switching often between all the people he was controlling. It puts a lot of pressure on the user to be able to understand where the weak spots are and to be able to correct it. But there's a lot of advantages that I'll get into. But as far as the reasons why I couldn't get him out of it, well, first of all, when you play against the 2-3, the easiest way to get somebody out is to play 5 out. And if you don't have the personnel, then that's obviously the first thing. But you also have to hit your shots if you do that. And I was experiencing a lot of lag, as you can kind of see in some of these clips. A lot of people generally will quit whenever they see that they're losing, that they're not going to be able to come back. But because he was playing a unique style, like I wasn't trying to quit. I was trying to see what can I do in the future anytime I get back into a situation like this, on how I'm going to adjust it. So just a few other takeaways. I'm sorry, I want to go back over that lag a little bit. It was really bad. I could not quick release. I could not time my shots. There were so many that were just wide open. But I'm not holding onto that. I just want to basically say, like, there are opportunities that I couldn't hit, but the biggest thing I wanted to do was to find like soft spots in the zone within the main 3 freelances that I use. So this is the Jazz, the Princeton, and the Flow. I wanted to find ways where you can easily attack it. So you'll see some ways of how he's playing it right here. He moves around quite a bit, and he's constantly switching it up. He takes a small forward, he takes a shooting guard on the weak side, constantly moving up, and that causes some confusion. But you can see on this next clip right here how there's times when I can easily attack it. Right here, easy interior pressure. The players come down, but it lags on the pass, it lags on the shot. Like I couldn't get clean releases. But the following clips are just going to be the way that he's playing the zone. These aren't going to be all shots that I make. They're going to be shots that he makes. I have a little bit of me experimenting with his zone. So you'll see I'm able to hit some of them, but then he comes in and he makes corrections. One of the corrections that he does is he'll bring up the guy in the corner if the shooting, or if the guard on that side is guarding the ball. So right here, the guard on the right is guarding the ball, so he'll come up with the guy in the corner. And this is the reason why I'm playing it the way I am. Normally I'll run my offense, but I really want to see how he's playing this defense, so we can kind of take a look and see if there's anything here of value that we can borrow, in addition to just hitting your shots. But you can see how much he's moving around. He's switching from guard. He doesn't play with the center. He trusts the center enough to be able to protect the paint. Normally, if you penetrate, he'll take one of the guys in the corner and pop out to the corner to prevent them from overextending. So right here, he's juggling back and forth between the guards because he knows that they are going to collapse and you're going to have one of the guys on the wing open. So that is an opportunity where you're playing 5 out. You can get an easy pass, but ideally you should be attacking inside the zone, not settling for threes. If you attack inside, it makes it more consistent. So on this one, I'm in Jazz right here, which means I'm going to have overloaded to one side, and you can see that the center can't stay in the paint, so it gives a little bit of an angle for the trailer. All I do is I ask him to cut to the basket, and he's able to hit. And I think that's going to be the key to beating this, is exploiting the one paint defender, because he has to play on one side or the other. You can see again, he's on one side. He's not guarding Duncan straight up, so that allows him to get up into that little soft spot. A lot of this is just going to be hitting your shots, but I really wanted to show what is it that he's doing? Like, how's he doing differently? Because he's switching on the off guard right there. Then right there, he generally won't play it that tight because the guy in the wing is going to be open. So normally he'll pop out. So he's on the off guard right here, and he's trying to play off. He knows Duncan is not a threat. He pops back to the outside. He's allowing his players to play on the inside. So that, again, he switches to the offside. He doesn't want to come in there. And then credit to the big man to actually making that play, but I mean, it was a really good look. So you can see already, he's recognizing who's guarding who. He's switching around a lot. He playing on the off guard right here. He doesn't want the guys to collapse and allow those open shots. But again, that's a good look, and if I'm able to hit those, then that could be all it takes to get him out of the 2-3. But I wanted to have better looks. So we're in the Jazz right here. Big man cuts in, and that could be a possibility of hitting it. I'm going to show the exact same clip because I want to show it one more time. So focus on the center on the defense. He's guarding ball. Trailer comes, hits that cut, and it could be a very easy look. He also, this is a good opportunity to talk about this, he fouled a lot whenever we were in fast break, and that's going to lead me to something that I realized that could be helpful on a completely different scenario. I kind of want to save that for a quick tip video, but anytime you're in fast break, because the defense has a hard time getting back, he will foul, and he'd foul very often. Really struggled with fast breaks, so he constantly had to foul.
Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Person.
You see, if you're not user controlling, then those kinds of shots are pretty easy. It's just a matter of hitting them.
It seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open.
Yeah, most of his offense was just fast break or pick and pop or pick and roll. But you can see right there, the defenders just can't get back fast enough. So he was fouling quite a bit, and that's part of how he plays the 2-3. Right there was a good open look, ends up falling, but that's him not coming up from the guy with the on the wing. So he eventually corrects that, but it takes experience understanding who needs to be in what position that the zone doesn't break down. So right now we're in the Princeton, and I'm really just taking my time. I'm trying to look. I'm treating this almost as if it's a practice mode. I'm trying to look what is the offense going to do. I'm trying to look for zone concepts on how I can attack. I have some quick hitters that I utilized in the first game, but I really wanted to see, okay, now that I have an opportunity with somebody who's playing a 2-3, and they're obviously not getting out of it, what are some concepts that I can use to break the zone, since very few people actually play zone all game long. So this is flow, and I'm getting the opposite big to cut. That's actually been something that was really big. That was a quick hitter that he wasn't really able to figure out, but you can see the score. I'm not trying to win here. I'm trying to explore all of the different zone concepts within the freelances, within the 3. So here's flow again. I tried to do this same thing, but he ended up getting a steal, which is good play on his part. But generally, I'll be able to hit it. So you can see I'll hit it again right here. Pretty easy look. Yeah, it's a very easy look, but off of a made basket, this is his offense right here. It was just fast break, and part of that is me playing zone as well, trying to see how he would play a certain situation, and trying to see if maybe there was more information I can get out of that. But that's the reason why he fouls so much, is because he knows that it's he knows that the zone cannot get back in transition.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Del Negro.
So you can see him switching to the off guard. that guard on the weak side. This was a concept from Flow that I was able to use later to be successful. I might be using it right here. Basically, I dribble the ball to the wing, and on the cut, it goes towards the basket, and he's able to get an off-ball screen. It was able to work pretty successfully. So let's see if I use it right here. So here comes a cut. He's on the off guard, and I'm able to get a quick layup. I hit this about 3 times without really being contested. Here's the second time. So again, he's on that off guard because he realizes that the guard isn't going to cover it. He's going to cover Duncan, so he needs to adjust.
Del Negro's got 4 points this quarter.
But I'm not trying to take away credit from him. I'm trying to say, look, he played a really good game, and he understands the 2-3 very well. It may be possible to do this with 3-2, but it's hard to say. And it's interesting because on some of the older games, like on PS2 and stuff, they allowed you to play different kinds of zones. I remember being a 1-2-1, or sorry, a 2-1-2, what was it called? It was a 3-2 flex, a 2-3 flex. You can play a 2-3 with small forward on top. Like they had so many different options, and right now it kind of sucks because we're on a modern gen and they only have 2 zones for you to play. It's kind of stupid. That could be an easy look. It's just about having a quick enough release.
Great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
Right there, the weak side center hits that same cut. I think the biggest goal is attacking the soft spot between the guards and in front of the center, as well as the 2 lanes between the cornermen. So right here, I'm in Princeton again. The biggest quick hitter that I have for Princeton is when you're at the top with both of the guards, and you pass it to the center at the top, and everybody cuts in at the same time. But I wanted to try some different looks and see what kind of options would have been available. So here I'm not really trying to attack. I just want to see how the zone is actually playing. It would be nice to be able to scrim with this guy and to be able to get better gameplay. But I mean, this is live, and it's a good opportunity that I don't generally have.
Here's Elliott. Down low. Here's Duncan.
Good defensive play, but you know that should be open pretty often.
Get him open looks early.
You know, he realizes that that's open. So anytime one of his guards is covering the ball, he will switch to the person in the corner. So right there, he switches to the person in the corner.
6 to shoot.
Packs off, allows the big man to play that.
And stolen by Barrett. Their offense
Credit to him for he understands the zone really well. He's the only person that I was not able to get out of the 2-3. I mean, the game was extremely tight in the very first one, but the second and third games, I was only trying to experiment, trying to see what I could do. What I can do to get easy looks. Right there, you're actually going to see me do something a little bit different. I think it has some potential. Basically, what I'm doing is I'm dribbling from one guard to the other defensive guard and forcing him to make that rotation quickly. So you'll see right here, the left guard is guarding me, so he takes the left guy in the corner. Now the right guy guards me, so he has to switch to the right guy in the corner, and that allows him. That ends up being quite a bit of user control to be able to do. So right here, the right guy is guarding me, so now the left guy, so he's got to be able to make that transition. So that's the kind of actions that I'm trying to show. It would be better that these are layups as opposed to 3-point shots, but you watch me do it again. So the right guy is guarding me, now it's the left guy. So I dribble, now it's the right guy. And whenever he's responsible for taking the guy in the corner, it puts a lot of pressure onto him.
Will it go? Pass and a nasty jam. Could be top 10.
Here's that post up kick out. It lags on the kick out. It lags on the shot again. So those are the issues that I was experiencing. But But I mean, ideally, you know, you shouldn't have to worry about that. Ideally, it should be layups and interior shots.
And he jams it to key in on any one individual.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this.
So the guy in the corner picked me up, so he switches to the near side guard.
To the inside. Robinson.
To key in on
I want to see that one back. So this is again attacking the center. It's especially important because I have two bigs, but you can see he's guarding the big on the opposite side, so it puts a lot of pressure on him to be able to rotate quickly, and those are the kind of looks that I'm trying to get. All right, so the rest of the gameplay is just going to be uncut of the third game that we were playing, and it's going to be a lot of the same. I also have tried to use a lot of 2-3 as well, so I can see how he would have attacked the 2-3, and it did work really effectively. So I don't think he really knows how to attack it either, other than shooting threes. But I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. I actually have some concepts that I want to bring from this to talk about. So thank you for watching.
Doesn't go for him. Good work defensively by Robinson. Here's Brunson. Misses off the right iron.
Since halftime, they've missed 3 of their first 4 shots. Still trying to get their legs under them.
Here's Elliott. Back to Robinson. Spurs need to get one up here. Here's Duncan. Good work defensively by Robinson. Outside Barrett.
Spurs foul.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. For 3, Barrett. Nails it from beyond the arc. Barrett's got 8.
Barrett had some time to focus there. He made that one count.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the NBA markets itself behind its star players, but Commissioner Adam Silver understands what makes the game tick. He said, quote, "This is a team sport. In order to truly win championships and compete at the highest level, all the players have to come together."
2 minutes.
So true, Allie. Thank you.
2 minutes.
Outside Hart. Kicks it out to Barrett. For 3, Randall. Doesn't go that time. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. Down low. Randall with a steal. Yes. And the Knicks lead by 19.
Knicks lead.
The momentum that Robinson had on that drive, he just comes crashing through the defense.
Tim Duncan.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Outside Barrett. Robinson on the wing. Pass to Hart. Here's the 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
Josh Hart.
Hart's got 5 points now in the quarter.
47.
Man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
.52 seconds left to play in the third.
David Robinson.
And a big finish by Robinson.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
And that one's good for Brunson.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Knicks lead. 50-29.
Here's Elliott. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Pass to Duncan. Kicks it out to Jackson. Shot clock at 5. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
First personal foul.
You just got to be careful on defense with Duncan having the ball that close to the basket. So adept at picking up shooting fouls like he did there.
They have really been in control of this one.
You don't want to get complacent here.
Kicks it to Quickly. Now here's Rose. Outside Fournier. Quickly from outside. The shot misses. Stolen by Quickly. Here's Fournier. And at the buzzer, count it.
Just textbook. Kept his cool and waited for his shot.
That's exactly how you...
And so it's the New York Knicks continuing to pile it on, up 22 as we head to the break. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. On the wing, Fournier takes the 3. The shot is good, and the assist by Rose.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
Knicks lead, 55.
Up top, Robinson. Well, Grant, in the pace and space era of the NBA, it seems like the rate of free throws league-wide has declined dramatically.
Yeah, I love that, B.A. It keeps the game going. There's a flow to the game, and we like it as broadcasters. And you know the fans love it as well. So I hope the league will continue on this trend.
First team foul.
And let's face it, they won't get back in the game with fouls like that.
From deep, Rose. The shot comes out. Here's Del Negro. Pass to Robinson. Here's Del Negro. Clock at 6. Here's Jackson. Unable to get that one. Excellent D there from Toppin. Rose with it. Jackson in his pocket. Quickly from outside. The rebound by the Spurs.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Personal foul.
We saw one major rule change in the NBA last year. When a shooter intentionally initiates contact with a defender, it's a no call. You like it?
Yeah, I do like that. I mean, there should be no reason for a shooter to be the one with a defender on him, to be the one putting his body on the line. That's the defender's job. So the rule makes a lot of sense, B.A.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Up top, Jackson. Pass to Duncan. Shoots over Robinson. Duncan, no good. And here's Randall. From outside the arc. And again, New York with the triple.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Knicks lead.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Barrett with it. And it's Robinson picking him up. And it's Randall with the jam.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
David Robinson.
And a big finish by Robinson.
Excellent tempo on the play, and he leads his teammate perfectly.
Pass to Hart. There's the triple. Hits the trifecta.
Josh
Hart got 11 in the second half.
Knicks lead.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
Inside. And Jackson gets double teamed. Here's Duncan. That shot missing. New York goes the other way with it. Kicks it out to Barrett. Lets the 3 fly. Here's San Antonio now. Pass to Elliott. Here's Duncan. Check by Randall. To the middle. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Tim Duncan.
Robinson's got 6 here in the quarter. Here's Hart. And there's a defensive 3-second call. You know, for team owners, it often seems best not to take too active a role in basketball decisions. But, Grant, you're a team owner. How do you feel about this?
Well, it's a tough situation, B.A. Many of these owners have made tremendous amounts of money building their fortunes, of course, being very hands-on with their business. But basketball is a different kind of business. Success is not always linear. And sometimes as an owner, you're not an expert when it comes to this particular business. So it's interesting kind of being engaged, but not being too hands-on and letting your people do their job to the best they can.
Pass to Elliott.
36.
Fires the three. The Knicks pull it in. And here's New York now. They're on an 18-6 run. Shot is good by Barrett.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. And so he hits the technical free throw. "32 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter." Outside Robinson. 6 on the shot clock. Down low. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
David Robinson.
He's off on the second. Now the Knicks with it. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. Now here's Brunson. For 3, Barrett. He connects.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.